Every meal starts in the kitchen, but what if the oil you're cooking with is quietly sabotaging your heart, your joints, even your memory? Most people over 50 are still using the same cooking oils they grew up with, unaware that their bodies no longer tolerate them the same way. As we age, inflammation creeps in more easily, arteries stiffen faster, and poor quality fats can speed up the wear and tear we already feel. In today's video, we're going to uncover the 5 worst oils hiding in plain sight, oils that many older adults use every day without knowing the risks. And then we'll flip the script and reveal 5 oils your body will actually thank you for. These oils don't just cook well, they heal, protect, and energize. You'll walk away knowing what to toss, what to keep, and what to reach for the next time you shop. So don't miss this. Hit like, subscribe to live healthy after 50, and let us know in the comments what oil is in your kitchen right now. Part 1. 5 cooking oils seniors should avoid now. As we get older, our bodies become more vulnerable to hidden threats, especially the ones in our own kitchens. In this part, we reveal 5 common oils that may seem harmless, but can quietly fuel inflammation, strain your heart, and speed up aging. It's time to toss them for good. Number 1, vegetable oil sounds healthy, but it's just chemicals in disguise. You see vegetable oil on the label, and it sounds harmless, maybe even healthy. After all, vegetables are good for you, right? But here's the truth. No one's telling you there are no carrots, broccoli, or spinach in that bottle. In fact, vegetable oil isn't even from vegetables. It's a highly processed blend of oils, most often soybean, corn, and canola, that's been chemically treated and industrially refined to the point where your body barely recognizes it as food. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and it could be quietly damaging your health. The way vegetable oil is made is the first red flag. These oils are extracted at high heat using a solvent called hexane, a chemical also used in glue and gasoline. Then they're deodorized and bleached, yes, bleached, to remove the bad smells and strange colors that result from all that processing. By the time it hits store shelves, it's a clear liquid that looks clean, but beneath the surface, it's loaded with unstable fats and stripped of any natural nutrients. Now here's where it gets personal for those of us over 50. As we age, our bodies become less forgiving. Our cells recover more slowly. Our arteries stiffen. Our memory, joints, and digestion all more sensitive than they used to be. That's why the type of fat we consume matters so much more now than it did 20 years ago. In vegetable oil, it's one of the worst offenders. According to research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, vegetable oil oxidizes easily, especially when heated. That means it breaks down into compounds that can damage your cells, inflame your tissues, and trigger silent inflammation inside your body. This is the kind of low-level chronic inflammation that scientists now believe is at the root of many age-related diseases, heart disease, arthritis, even cognitive decline. And it doesn't stop at cooking. Vegetable oil hides in salad dressings, mayonnaise, store-bought baked goods, fried foods, and even so-called healthy snacks. It's not just what you pour into the pan, it's what's already in the food you're eating. Many people over 50 wonder why their knees are stiffer, why their memory feels foggy, or why their energy drops after meals. And often they chalk it up to aging. But what if the problem isn't age? What if the oil you're using to scramble your eggs or roast your vegetables is silently working against you? One 20-20 study found that long-term consumption of refined vegetable oils can lead to an imbalance in the body's omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, a key marker for inflammation. When that balance is off, everything from joint pain to mood swings can follow. And unfortunately, vegetable oil is loaded with omega-6s. You deserve better. There are cleaner, safer, more nourishing oils out there. Ones that support your heart, help your brain stay sharp, and actually reduce inflammation. But first, vegetable oil has to go. Toss the bottle. Check your pantry labels. This is one of the simplest, most powerful changes you can make for your health, and it starts with what's sitting right next to your stove. Number 2, corn oil, the friendly face of inflammation. Corn oil has a golden glow. It's cheap, easy to find, and you've probably used it for years. But behind that innocent bottle is a secret your joints, heart, and brain can feel, even if you don't realize it yet. Corn oil is loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. Now, omega-6s aren't bad on their own. In fact, your body needs a little of them. But here's the problem: most Americans, especially over 50, are getting far too much. According to the National Institutes of Health, the average omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in the Western diet is now 20-1. That's 5 times higher than the ideal range. And when that balance tips, your body goes into overdrive. Inflammation becomes a daily reality. You may not feel it all at once. It starts slow, a little extra swelling in your knees, a foggy head after lunch, morning stiffness that doesn't fade as fast as it used to. That's your body trying to cope with a constant stream of low-grade inflammation, often fueled by the oil you cook with, or worse, the oil hidden in your packaged food. Corn oil shows up in far more places than your frying pan. Chips, salad dressings, crackers, frozen foods. Even the rotisserie chicken you picked up last week. Unless the label says otherwise, chances are high that corn oil or a blend that includes it is already in your diet. That's where things get risky. When corn oil is heated, especially at high temperatures, its fatty acids become unstable. They oxidize. And those oxidized compounds trigger cellular damage, stress your liver, and increase the burden on your immune system. For someone over 50, that's a dangerous cycle. Your liver can't detox as quickly. Your immune response weakens. Your joints flare up. Your energy tanks. And it gets worse when that oil is reused, like in home frying or restaurant deep fryers. Each time it's heated again, more toxic byproducts form. But here's the kicker: many seniors on a tight budget reuse frying oil to save money. It makes sense financially, but health-wise, it's a heavy cost. Researchers at the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have linked diets high in omega-6 rich oils like corn oil to increased risk of cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, and even neuroinflammation, an early warning sign of dementia. That's not fear, that's science. Still think that corn oil is harmless. Even the corn it comes from isn't what it used to be. Over 90% of corn grown in the US is genetically modified. And while the long-term effects of GMOs are still under debate, there's growing concern about pesticide residues, altered nutrient profiles, and the unknowns of chronic exposure, especially for older adults. You've worked too hard to build a life worth enjoying. Don't let something as simple as the oil in your kitchen chip away at your health one meal at a time. You deserve better. Your body deserves peace, not inflammation. Check your pantry, read every label, and when in doubt, leave the corn oil out. Number 3, soybean oil, the silent thief of your health. You won't find a warning label on the bottle, no skull and crossbones, no flashing red flag. But soybean oil may be one of the most dangerous ingredients hiding in your kitchen, and it's probably there right now, tucked inside salad dressings, jarred sauces, baked goods, and even your so-called healthy snacks. It's cheap, it's odorless, and it slips into your meals without a trace. But what it does inside your body, that's another story. Soybean oil is one of the most widely consumed oils in the American diet. For years, it was marketed as a heart-healthy alternative to animal fats. But more recent research is painting a very different picture, especially for those of us over 50. Let's start with your metabolism. Studies from the University of California, Riverside have shown that diets high in soybean oil are linked to metabolic disruption, including insulin resistance and weight gain. That means your body has a harder time regulating blood sugar-burning fat and keeping inflammation under control. For older adults, that's a triple threat. Because as we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. Our cells don't respond to insulin as efficiently. Our energy dips more easily. Adding a pro-inflammatory oil like soybean into the mix that just fans the flames. But it doesn't stop at your metabolism. Emerging research suggests soybean oil may also affect your brain. One animal study published in Endocrinology found that diets rich in soybean oil change the expression of genes linked to brain function, particularly those tied to memory and mood. The researchers weren't just looking at short-term fogginess. They were tracking long-term neurological changes. Now we're not mice, but the takeaway is serious. If an oil has the potential to affect the brain's chemical balance, in lab studies, it's worth a second look, especially for those already concerned about memory loss or cognitive decline. Most soybean oil on store shelves today is made from genetically modified soybeans. During processing, it's exposed to high heat solvents and deodorizing chemicals that strip away nutrients and leave behind a fat that's foreign to your body. Your cells don't know what to do with it, so they react. That reaction often takes the form of inflammation, silent, subtle, but relentless. And it builds over time. Maybe your joints are aching a bit more than they used to. Maybe you feel more bloated after meals. Maybe your focus isn't as sharp. We often blame age, but sometimes it's the ingredients. Even if you're not cooking with soybean oil directly, it's almost certainly in the foods you buy. It's everywhere. Unless the label clearly says olive oil, avocado oil, or sunflower oil, chances are you're getting a dose of soybean without even knowing it. So what can you do? Start small. Read every label. Choose whole foods. Replace bottled dressings with simple homemade versions using extra virgin olive oil. Avoid ultra-processed snacks. And if you're eating out, don't be afraid to ask what oil they use. Your brain, your blood sugar, and your long-term energy are worth the extra question. You don't need to be perfect, but you do deserve better. Better oils, better clarity, better health. And it starts by saying goodbye to the oil that never deserved a place in your body to begin with. Number 4, canola oil hard. Healthy is just marketing. It's labeled Heart Smart. Doctors used to recommend it. You might even feel a little safer using it instead of butter. But canola oil, despite the marketing, may not be the friendly kitchen companion it claims to be. Most canola oil on grocery store shelves today comes from genetically modified crops. Over 90% of the canola grown in North America has been altered in a lab. Now, GMO alone isn't a villain, but the real concern lies in what happens after harvest. To turn rapeseed into canola oil, manufacturers use high-heat extraction, chemical solvents like hexane, and a refining process that strips the oil of nutrients and alters its molecular structure. What's left is a fat that oxidizes easily, especially when you heat it in a pan. And when oil oxidizes, your body pays the price. Oxidized fats create free radicals, unstable molecules that attack your cells. For adults over 50, this means more pressure on your heart, more stiffness in your arteries, and more stress on your immune system. A 2018 review in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology warned that long-term use of oxidized fats can increase the risk of atherosclerosis, high blood pressure, and other cardiovascular complications. The irony: this oil is marketed as good for your heart. And many Americans, especially seniors trying to eat healthier, have believed it. They saute with it, bake with it, pour it into recipes thinking they're doing the right thing. But the truth is, the heart-healthy image of canola oil was built on outdated studies and clever branding, not current science. Canola oil is also often promoted for its omega-3 content. Sounds impressive, right? But the form of omega-3 in canola is alpha-linolenic acid, a type your body struggles to convert into the kind of omega-3s found in fatty fish or flaxseed. And worse, that form breaks down quickly under heat. So if you're cooking with it, you're likely getting none of the benefit and all of the risk. And there's more. Processed foods labeled low-fat or light often sneak in canola oil to replace the missing flavor. Dressings, frozen dinners, baked chips, even diet bars. If it doesn't taste greasy, it's because they've hidden the oil in a clean label. But inside your body, there's nothing clean about it. Your cardiovascular system notices. Your brain notices. And over time, your whole body responds with inflammation, fatigue, even cognitive decline. If you've used canola oil for years, you're not alone. Many people over 50 were told it was the healthier choice. But the good news is this: once you stop feeding your body these unstable fats, it can start to recover. Your cholesterol may improve. Your digestion may feel lighter. Your energy may return. There are better options. Oils with real nutrients, real stability, and no marketing tricks. Start there and let go of the bottle that promised you heart health but delivered just the opposite. Number 5, cottonseed oil from a plant that was never meant to be food. Cottonseed oil doesn't come from a vegetable or a fruit or even a plant we typically eat. It comes from cotton, a fiber crop, not a food crop. That's already a red flag. Cotton plants are often treated with powerful pesticides, many of which are banned on food crops. Why? Because cotton isn't grown to be eaten. It's grown to be harvested, processed into clothing, and sold by the pound. But somewhere along the way, industry found a use for the leftover cotton seeds, extract the oil, refine it, and add it to processed foods. You read that right. An oil that began as a byproduct of the textile industry is now sitting in your pantry, hiding in your crackers, baked goods, cookies, chips, and frozen dinners. Cottonseed oil is high in polyunsaturated fats that break down quickly when heated. When they oxidize, they form toxic compounds that your liver has to clean up. Over time, this puts extra strain on your liver and your detox systems. For seniors whose bodies are already doing more with less, that's a major burden. Researchers from the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism have found that oxidized polyunsaturated fats like those in cottonseed oil contribute to inflammation, liver stress, and even cellular damage. These are not small concerns. This is the kind of damage that slowly chips away at your energy, your immune strength, and your long-term health. And unlike cold-pressed oils like olive or avocado cottonseed oil, is usually refined using chemical solvents. It's deodorized, it's bleached, it's stripped of anything natural and then reintroduced to your food without you ever noticing. There's no strong smell, no unusual flavor, just the illusion of a neutral cooking oil that actually carries a heavy toxic load. For people over 50, cottonseed oil can be especially harmful. Your immune system becomes more vulnerable. Your heart becomes more sensitive to inflammation. Your recovery time from illness or injury slows down. Add a daily dose of oxidized pesticide-laced oil to that mix, and your risk for chronic disease only grows. And here's the tricky part. Most people aren't buying bottles of cottonseed oil. It sneaks in through processed food. Often labeled as vegetable oil blend or partially hydrogenated oil, it's one of the most common hidden ingredients in prepackaged snacks, restaurant fryers, and fast food chains. You could be eating it every day and never know it. So what can you do? Start by checking your labels. If the oil isn't clearly named, be cautious. Favor brands that use olive oil, avocado oil, or sunflower oil. Cook more at home where you control the ingredients. And when you dine out, don't be shy. Ask what oil they're using. Your health is worth a question. Cotton belongs in your closet, not your kitchen. It was never meant to be food, and your body knows the difference. So give it something better, something real, something your cells can recognize and thrive on. Because every small decision adds up. And choosing the right oil could be one of the most powerful steps you take for your liver, your heart, and your future. Part 2. 5 heart, brain, and joint-friendly oils. Not all fats are bad. In fact, some oils can protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and soothe aching joints. In this section, we'll reveal 5 powerful oils that nourish your body from the inside out and show you how to use them every single day. Number 1. Extra virgin olive oil, the Mediterranean treasure. Your body's been waiting for. It's been called liquid gold for a reason. Extra virgin olive oil isn't just a kitchen staple, it's one of the most powerful healing foods on the planet. And for those of us over 50, it might just be the simplest way to protect our heart, support brain health, and ease the daily aches that come with age. Olive oil has been the foundation of the Mediterranean diet for centuries, and science is finally catching up to what tradition has known all along. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that seniors who consumed extra virgin olive oil daily had significantly lower rates of heart attack, stroke, and cognitive decline compared to those on a standard low-fat diet. So what makes this oil so special? First, it's rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind your body actually knows how to use. These fats help lower bad LDL cholesterol while raising the good HDL kind. That means better circulation, healthier arteries, and less pressure on your heart with every meal. But olive oil's real superpower, its antioxidants. Specifically, it contains polyphenols, natural plant compounds that reduce inflammation, fight oxidative stress, and protect your cells from damage. For older adults, that's huge. Chronic inflammation is linked to everything from joint pain to memory loss to immune system fatigue. By simply swapping out harmful oils with high-quality extra virgin olive oil, you're giving your body a powerful ally against aging. And it doesn't stop there. Olive oil also improves the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins support bone strength, immune function, vision, and even mood. But without the right kind of fat, your body can't use them effectively. A drizzle of olive oil on roasted veggies or mixed into a simple salad dressing helps those nutrients get where they need to go. Worried about cooking with it? Don't be. Despite common myths, good extra virgin olive oil holds up just fine for low to medium heat cooking. Use it for sautéing, light roasting, and finishing dishes. It adds richness without heaviness and flavor without the afterburn. The key is to avoid extreme heat and choose a high-quality bottle. Here's how to pick the right one. Look for dark glass bottles. Check for a harvest date, freshness matters. And always choose extra virgin, not just olive oil. The extra virgin label means it's cold-pressed and unrefined, preserving all the antioxidants and flavor. Store it away from heat and light, no keeping it next to the stove. Treat it like a fresh ingredient, not a shelf-stable filler. 1 tablespoon a day, that's all it takes to feel the difference. Your joints move easier. Your mind feels sharper. Your meals become an act of care, not just habit. For every senior aiming to live longer, stronger, and clearer, this isn't just another oil. It's a gift from nature backed by science and ready for your kitchen. Number 2, avocado oil, the heat-proof hero that loves your heart. Some oils crack under pressure, literally. They break down at high heat, turn rancid, and fill your food with harmful compounds. But avocado oil, it thrives in the heat, and that's just one of the reasons it deserves a front row seat in every senior's kitchen. Avocado oil has one of the highest smoke points of any cooking oil, around 500 degrees Fahrenheit. That means it won't break down when you sear, fry, grill, or roast. No more worrying about toxic fumes in the kitchen or bitter aftertastes in your food. It handles the heat so your heart doesn't have to. But here's where things get even better. This oil isn't just safe, it's healing. Rich in monounsaturated fats, avocado oil helps reduce bad cholesterol, support blood pressure, and protect your arteries. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, swapping an avocado oil for saturated fat led to significantly lower LDL levels in older adults. That's real protection with real taste. It's also packed with antioxidants. Lutein, for starters, a powerful carotenoid that supports eye health. Vision changes are one of the most common complaints after 60, but the nutrients in avocado oil help protect your retinas from oxidative stress, reducing your risk of age-related macular degeneration. And for anyone dealing with skin dryness, flakiness, or that thin skin feeling that comes with aging, avocado oil contains vitamin E and essential fatty acids that nourish skin from the inside out. You'll not only feel better, you'll look healthier too. Let's talk blood sugar. Most people over 50 are keeping an eye on their glucose. Maybe you're pre-diabetic. Maybe you've already been diagnosed. Either way, studies suggest that the fats in avocado oil may help stabilize blood sugar by improving insulin sensitivity. That means fewer spikes, fewer crashes, and steadier energy throughout the day. Flavor-wise, it's incredibly mild, slightly buttery. Nothing overwhelming. It lets your ingredients shine. Use it for pan-searing fish, sautéing greens, roasting root vegetables, or even baking. And yes, it works beautifully in homemade mayo or salad dressings if you want a smoother taste than olive oil. Here's how to choose the right one. Always look for cold-pressed or unrefined avocado oil. That means no chemical solvents, no extreme processing, just clean, nutrient-rich oil the way nature intended. The bottle should be dark to protect it from light. The oil inside should have a soft green tint. That's the good stuff. Store it in a cool, dry place. Use it often. It doesn't just sit in your pantry, it works for your health. So if you've been using canola or vegetable oil for high-heat cooking, it's time to make the switch. Avocado oil doesn't just survive the heat, it helps you thrive through it. One simple change and suddenly your stir-fry becomes heart-friendly. Your roasted chicken turns into a brain boost. Your skillet breakfast starts feeling like a step toward healing. This oil doesn't just cook, it cares. Number 3, walnut oil, the brain-nourishing secret for memory and mood. Your brain never stops working. Even when you're resting, it's sorting memories, regulating emotions, and keeping your body in balance. And as we age, protecting brain health becomes more than a goal, it becomes a daily priority. That's where walnut oil comes in. Walnut oil isn't just a culinary treat, it's brain food in the most literal sense. It's one of the richest plant sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that your body converts into DHA and EPA, the same brain-boosting fats found in salmon and flax. These fats don't just support brain structure, they help reduce inflammation, strengthen neural connections, and improve communication between brain cells. For adults over 50, this matters more than ever. A study published in Nutrients found that diets higher in ALA were linked to better memory, sharper focus, and lower risk of cognitive decline. Another report in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease noted that regular walnut consumption was associated with improved brain function in older adults. Not because walnuts are magic, but because omega-3s help fight the silent inflammation that contributes to memory loss and brain fog. But the benefits of walnut oil go beyond memory. It also plays a role in emotional well-being. Research has shown that omega-3s can help regulate mood, reduce symptoms of anxiety, and even support better sleep. If you've been feeling a little more irritable or mentally drained lately, your brain may simply need better fuel, and walnut oil delivers. It's also a great option for anyone trying to limit animal fats without sacrificing nutrition. 1 tablespoon is enough to give your body a healthy boost of anti-inflammatory compounds without cholesterol, without heavy processing, and without the risks of unstable cooking oils. That brings us to something important. Walnut oil is delicate. It's not meant for frying or high heat. Heat destroys its benefits and flattens its subtle, nutty flavor. Instead, use it cold or warm, never hot. Drizzle it over steamed vegetables, stir it into cooked grains, blend it into homemade vinaigrettes, or add a spoonful to your soup just before serving. It brings depth, richness, and most importantly, purpose. Look for cold-pressed, unrefined walnut oil in dark glass bottles. Store it in the fridge once opened. It's sensitive to light and heat, and you want to preserve every drop of its goodness. It should smell slightly nutty, not bitter or burnt. If it smells off, toss it. Freshness matters. And here's a tip: pair it with ingredients that support brain health like leafy greens, berries, or whole grains. Your salad becomes more than a side dish. It becomes an investment in your memory, your mood, your mental clarity. You don't need a complete diet overhaul. You just need a few better choices. And for your brain, walnut oil is one of the smartest. One small change that supports the part of you that remembers names, tells stories, and holds the moments that matter most. Number 4, ghee, the ancient butter that loves your gut. It looks like butter. It smells warm and toasty, but ghee is something entirely different. In fact, it's one of the oldest healing fats known to man, used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years. And for people over 50, it might be one of the gentlest, most nourishing choices you can make. Ghee is made by slowly simmering butter until the water evaporates and the milk solids sink to the bottom. What's left behind is pure golden fat, free of lactose, free of casein, and packed with flavor and health benefits. That means even if you're sensitive to dairy, ghee may still work beautifully for you. Your digestive system certainly thinks so. As we age, digestion often slows down. Bloating, gas, irregularity sound familiar. Ghee contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that fuels the cells lining your colon. According to research in clinical nutrition, butyrate plays a vital role in reducing gut inflammation, supporting regular bowel movements, and helping maintain a healthy microbiome. Translation: less discomfort, more balance, a gut that works with you, not against you. Ghee also shines when it comes to nutrient delivery. It's rich in fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K2. These are essential for bone strength, immune function, vision, and even mood, but they need fat to be absorbed. Ghee provides the perfect base, delivering these nutrients in a form your body can actually use. And because it's so pure, it doesn't burden your liver the way heavily processed oils do. And let's not forget the cooking part. Ghee has a high smoke point around 480 degrees Fahrenheit. That means it holds up to frying, roasting, and sautéing without breaking down or producing toxic compounds. Unlike many seed oils, it stays stable and safe under high heat. But the real reason so many people over 50 fall in love with ghee: the flavor. It's rich, slightly nutty, and incredibly comforting. A small spoonful transforms scrambled eggs. A dab on steamed vegetables adds warmth. Stir it into oatmeal, melt it on sweet potatoes, or brush it onto toast. It satisfies in a way that margarine and vegetable oil simply can't. You don't need much, just a teaspoon here and there. It's shelf-stable. It lasts for months, and the best part, it respects your body. When choosing ghee, look for organic and grass-fed if possible. These varieties have higher levels of beneficial nutrients, including conjugated linoleic acid (CLA), which may help reduce inflammation and support weight management. Store it in a cool cupboard. No refrigeration needed. Just scoop and enjoy. For many older adults, ghee offers something rare in modern food. It's simple, soothing, and deeply nourishing. It bridges the gap between flavor and function, between comfort food and smart nutrition. It's not just butter without the problems, it's butter with purpose. Number 5, macadamia oil, smooth, strong, and seriously underrated. Macadamia oil might not be the first bottle you reach for, and it doesn't have the fame of olive oil or the buzz of avocado oil, but don't let its quiet reputation fool you. This oil is a powerhouse, especially for those of us over 50 who want to age with strength, clarity, and ease. Let's start with the fats. Macadamia oil contains over 80% monounsaturated fat, the same heart-loving fat found in olive oil, but in even higher concentration. That's good news for your arteries. It helps lower bad cholesterol, support healthy blood pressure, and reduce the buildup of plaque. The best part, it contains almost no omega-6 fatty acids. Why does that matter? Omega-6 fats, while essential in small amounts, are dangerously overconsumed in the modern American diet. Too much omega-6 throws your body into an inflammatory state, raising the risk of joint pain, heart disease, and even cognitive issues. Macadamia oil's ultra-low omega-6 content makes it one of the most balanced oils you can use, promoting calm inside your body, not chaos. It's also incredibly stable. With a smoke point around 410 degrees Fahrenheit, macadamia oil can handle sautéing, roasting, and baking without turning toxic. It doesn't oxidize easily, which means fewer free radicals and less stress on your liver, your cells, and your skin. Speaking of skin, macadamia oil supports it from the inside out. It contains palmitoleic acid, a rare omega-7 fat that plays a key role in skin regeneration, cellular repair, and moisture retention. As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its elasticity and hydration. The fats in macadamia oil help restore that glow gently from within. But it doesn't stop at beauty. A study published in Lipids found that the fatty acid profile in macadamia oil helps support insulin sensitivity and glucose regulation. For seniors watching their blood sugar, this means steadier energy, fewer cravings, and better control over how food impacts your body throughout the day. And let's talk flavor. It's light, smooth, slightly nutty, but never overpowering. It doesn't compete with your food. It complements it. Drizzle it over grilled vegetables. Stir it into warm quinoa. Use it in muffins, salad dressings, or pan-seared fish. It makes everything taste just a little more refined, a little more nourishing. Here's how to get the best. Look for cold-pressed macadamia oil in a dark glass bottle. Store it in a cool, dark place just like you would olive oil. Use it within a few months of opening for peak freshness and benefit. And remember, it's more than a cooking oil. It's part of a strategy for graceful aging. Macadamia oil doesn't yell, it doesn't boast, but it delivers quietly, consistently, and powerfully. For anyone over 50 looking for an oil that's gentle on digestion, kind to your skin, and protective of your heart and brain, this is the one. Smooth, strong, and exactly what your body needs now more than ever. At this stage in life, every spoonful of oil you choose carries more weight than it once did. Not just for flavor, but for how you move, how you think, how you feel each morning. You don't need to overhaul your entire kitchen. You don't need to chase trends or buy into fads. Just change the bottle. One small switch can be the difference between inflammation and vitality, between feeling drained and feeling clear, steady, and strong. The right cooking oils don't just fuel your body. They nourish your clarity, your memory, your independence. They help you show up for the life you want to live on your terms. If this video helped you take even one step closer to that life, don't forget to subscribe to Live Healthy After 50 and share this with someone you care about. Your health is your greatest wealth.